During the Civil War, there was a law that was passed. This law was for a specific group. This law limited the right to vote, to get an education, get a job, and every opportunity that another race had, but this race couldn't have. This law was known as the Jim Crow law. It was for the African Americans. It was very hard for the African Americans to succeed in the society. But my artist overcame that law and impacted the black community, and his name is Alfred. In the 1950s, Florida was known to be very prejudiced and racist. It was very hard in Florida to be African American. There was a constant struggle due to color of your skin. Freedom and equality was very limited and excluded from African Americans, and the KKKs were murdering and lynching African Americans for no reason. According to Tony Hawkins, they put Jim Crow law into effect, which means they segregated restrooms, public places, transportations, and schools. African Americans were treated as second class and were limited of opportunities. Here's life in the South. He was a talented student from Lincoln Park Academy. He was one of the best students in his art class. He took private lessons from his teacher, Zenobia Jefferson. Due to that, she put him on to her next best student that she had, which name was A.E. Everybody called him Bean. Bean was white. Alfred hair was black, so his chances of becoming an artist was limited. It was not going to happen. But he continued to, paint. But he knew that society wasn't going to accept him. As you can see, being African American was very hard, and they were treated unpoorly, unfair, and unjustified. But see how Hare overcame the equality of society and started his career. Now I can talk about how he started to make his painting and how he profited off of it. Hare worked really fast. He knows if he works fast, he gets more money. So he worked fast. He sold his painting for a cheaper price for low-income families, which couldn't afford expensive paintings. In the article, Art Movement, it gives us insight of how he made his paintings. He used this type of sheet, was called the Upson, for his paintings. He used cheaper supplies also for his paintings because he didn't have enough money. And like I said, he worked really fast in order to make his profit come in. He was in a group called the Highwaymen. These people have very uniqueness and techniques in their paintings. They use bright and colorful paint to classify how they wanted Florida to be, because as you can see, Florida wasn't how they wanted to be. It was based on racism and equality for African Americans. They produced 200,000 paintings and sold them out of their car. But Hare profited his paintings by working really fast. And like I said, he sold them for a cheaper price in order to make his income. That's the only way that he was making his income. Due to being African Americans, he couldn't get a real job. Last, I'll talk about the impact he had on the black community. In the article, Alfred Here, A Remarkable Man, give us reasons why hair goes down in Black history. He gave lessons to African Americans who wanted to become an artist, just like him. Due to limited access, if it wasn't for him, the paintings we see today wouldn't be here. And he paved the way for highwaymen. If it wasn't for Alfred here, there wouldn't be no highwaymen. He paved them the way into the art world. Since the 1950s, there was a struggle for Alfred here due to segregation. But he overcame the obstacles in the South and was determined to do what he had to do in order to make fast money and make an impact in the Black community. No matter the tribulations or obstacles you face, if you have a dream or you have a goal, you can do it. Never give up, because you can see Alfred here never gave up.